Okay, let's take a look at this interesting work in terms of some of the vocabulary that we've covered this week in design class. Now, in terms of the proportions, you notice that the bed and this closet and the window and not the matchstick, but the floor, and there's a ceiling above here that we can't quite see, and the rugs all are in proportion to each other. And then you have sort of an alternate universe with the glass and this brush and the comb and the matchstick that are way out of proportion to the rest of this, and so that's creating kind of a duality. Now, in terms of the positive space, most everything in here is the positive space because they're identifiable, they're taking up space, and you can't really call them a background. Be tempted to call the sky a background. Maybe the blueness in here is, but it's really not empty. This sky background has all these clouds and shapes in it that is, there are a lot of contrast and they're large, and so it's pretty hard to call this the negative space or background. Now, in terms of contrast, you certainly have a contrast in proportion, and this glass, it tends to be the focal point because it is so large and it's in front and it's providing a good contrast with what's around it. But then you quickly look to the other objects that are kind of out of proportion and large too, that is stealing some of the emphasis. Now, there's certainly a variety of shapes, and in terms of repetition, this sky is providing some repetition that is helping to hold the whole thing together, because otherwise you just have a kind of a jumble of shapes. And it being set in a room with the floor here, and that is helping to create some order out of this kind of jumble. So the repetition and some of the realism is helping to create some order and unity to this work.